Oi, good day, mate. I feel like I'm in the outback with this hat. So I just want to do a real quick introduction to the light listening device, the thing I was talking about over the winter. That's going to help us detect flashes of light out here, things like that. Not just show us graphically on a computer, but possibly even hear what it sounds like. So yeah, let's switch over to this thing. Alright, this is what she looks like. Nothing fancy. It looks like a pipe, right? Just hiding all the guts inside of it. The main part of this is going to be under this cap. It's just there for protection. That metal thing, that pipe, is more of a kind of a Faraday shield. Just an EM type shield. So let's take this thing off. Alrighty. See if this thing will actually focus. So this is a photodiode. I'll take some snapshots to get a better resolution of it. It's actually 4 diodes in one. It's got a cross section. Has a quartz window, so we can actually see between ultraviolet through the visible to the infrared, that kind of thing. It has different sensitivities, different peaks, certain wavelengths, but for our purposes it should do just fine. Yeah. Now what's inside I'll discuss in a demo that I did. I drove over to the there's a dirt parking lot over yonder, and just to give a quick representation of what this thing does, what kind of lights and what do they do and the frequencies and blah blah blah. I'm not gonna get too technical. I just want to give you a quick rundown. So here I'm gonna throw in the video, let you enjoy it, and so be it. And I'm sure there's gonna be a lot more to say about it, technical shit, but I'm sure you want to skip that. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm just going to let this thing sit on the dashboard. This is just a demonstration. And I'm going to get some shots of cars going by with their headlights and see what the sensor picks up. Typically, you'll get a lot of noise from LED style headlights. You'll hear the buzzing and the modulation going on in the cars. Halogen lights, not so much. But what you'll end up getting is a lot of low frequency noise. So on this graph, the bottom here is low frequency stuff from like 0 to under 200, and above is from 0 to 20 kilohertz. And there's a car going by right now, so that's what that low frequency noise was right there. And yeah, I'll see if I can get some demos here just to see what it sounds like when you're picking up and listening to light. Photodiodes are not just sensitive to light. Sometimes you'll pick up a little bit of noise from radio devices, things like that. I have some pretty heavy shielding on this one, but some of it still gets in. I'll be working on that. But sometimes you get pulses and stuff like that from radio devices. So sometimes you'll even hear these taillights. Let's see if we hear one. Not much. I think those are LEDs coming in. Second car, yep, you can hear it. You can kind of see a faint area in this line that keeps going across. That's at 120 hertz exact, actually. It spreads out a little bit, but the center line's 120 hertz. If you look straight down the street, if this thing will even focus, it's pretty bad. That bright spot is just a regular light down the street running off of probably 60 hertz power, but the harmonic and whatnot's giving me 120. But the light fades, gets stronger as it's traveling, so you'll see how it gets really strong here and it gets pretty weak here. This is a bright one coming in. Now the way this system runs, it's run off a small computer called a Raspberry Pi, Linux based, and it's using a audio streaming server. So there's about a 1 to 2 second delay as part of the buffer. So when you hear some of this audio, you notice that there's something not right. That's probably what it is. Well, these should be a little active in the noise area. A whole lot of stuff coming in. And we'll you can hear the LEDs mixed in there. It's the last car, huh? So those red taillights coming in, they did leave a little bit up in here. Okay, I upped the resolution quality in the spectrogram. So there you can see the difference. One on the left was the old one, and I upped it I doubled it. The one on the right. As you can see, this fat line is now much skinnier, and that center area is around 120 hertz from that light all the way down the street. And it'll fade in and out as the brightness, the bulb fluctuates or whatnot. Got a bright one coming in. Sounds like it's going to be LED. Would be a good demonstration here. You hear the buzzing. So let's check it out. They're actually pulling in. Could be a good demo here. But as you can see, all the harmonics reaching up to 20 kilohertz. What they left behind coming in. The sensor is, the photodiode is fairly directional. I don't think I really need to demonstrate that, but the car that's just pulled in, I'm not picking up anything from them, which is pretty typical. So anything in front of the sensor, I forget how many degrees it was that I measured on average, but it's once you get pretty far to the side, though, it's going to be hard to pick up. Let's see what this car does. Let's see if it sets off anything here. Oh, the red. There we go. Oh, they're going to go the other direction. You can, yeah, that was their turn signal, though. Boom, 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 boom. And that's it. I'm not going to open it up or anything like that. This is just a prototype. Most of the necessary stuff is in metal. The other plastic stuff is because of flexibility. It actually should be slipped off, and I can add adjustments and stuff like that. It's all Wi-Fi enabled and that. But the diode itself is. I should probably at least throw this in there. This little sucker can go between $500 to $1,000. I haven't had the exact price on it yet because it was a free sample from an electronics distributor. It's a little older version, but for our purposes, they use it in medical equipment, looking for stuff in outer space, things like that. So this has got me pretty damn excited. I waited a long time to build this thing. I'm only utilizing one, kind of 2 out of the 4 diodes that are built into it. But in the end, if things evolve, this thing can be used as a precision locator. So when certain sources are going off and being detected, you can literally like zero in on it and just whatever. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the little demo. You get kind of an idea, and if I start getting results, I'll definitely let you know.